Good morning. The Wall Street Journal reports Attorney General Pam Bondi told President Trump early in his second term that his name was in the overall Epstein files. That doesn't necessarily mean Trump committed any crime. I was at the White House departure of President Trump a week ago when he specifically denied that the Attorney General had told him he was on a client list. Now remember, Bondi has been saying there is no list. But there's also no denial from the White House about the latest journal report that Donald Trump's name shows up in the investigation files into the sex trafficking Epstein was convicted of doing. When the journal reported Trump had sent a suggestive birthday wish to Epstein last week, the president filed a $10 billion defamation suit. What we got yesterday was Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard at the briefing trying to back up what the president had said a day earlier, that then President Barack Obama ordered the cooking of intelligence reports to say that the Trump campaign had colluded with the Russians to get Trump elected in 2016. That kind of thought led to Robert Mueller being appointed special counsel to investigate.
I'm leaving the criminal charges to the Department of Justice. I'm not an attorney, but as I've said previously, when you look at the intent behind creating a fake manufactured intelligence document that directly contradicts multiple assessments that were created by the intelligence community, the expressed intent and what followed afterward can only be described as a years-long coup and a treasonous conspiracy against the American people, our republic, and an attempt to undermine President Trump's administration.
But Gabbard had released Friday, and Trump latched onto a House Republican report from when the GOP was in the majority that went after Obama specifically in 2017. The Senate Intelligence Committee agreed in its bipartisan report that Russia tried to influence the election, including efforts to undermine Hillary Clinton and Americans' belief in democracy. But the committee, then chaired by now Secretary of State Marco Rubio, found no direct collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. Now, Democrats have largely been dismissing all of this as an attempt to distract from the Epstein situation. And what did the White House get for its efforts yesterday as MAGA continues to fracture over the Epstein matter? 3 Republicans joined House Democrats on the Oversight Committee to subpoena Justice Department Epstein files, and the full committee voted to subpoena Ghislaine Maxwell, who's serving a 20-year prison term for her part in Epstein's sex trafficking. With ear on the White House, I'm Bob Costantini.